Hello, everybody. Welcome here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're back here with the mini-series we've been running this week called Jethro Tull and Pink Floyd. The topic for today, if you've been following, you know we've chosen a topic each day and have put two albums towards each topic. So today's topic is my favorite album by the group. Wanted to end off with my favorite album by each group. Not really a difficult choice. The two albums I've chosen, I actually got them the same summer in 2006, and I like them both quite a bit, and they're both masterpieces now. And here we are. Songs from the Wood from Jethro Tull and Animals from Pink Floyd. Both excellent albums. A lot of people think this is Pink Floyd's best album. It's my favorite, and a lot of people say it's their favorite too. I shouldn't say they think it's the best album. They think it's their favorite album. And for me, I know that not many people think that this is the best Jethro Tull album or even think it's their favorite. But I actually love this album from top to bottom. So many good things about it. It has a lot of folkiness to it. It has a lot of progressive elements to it. It's kind of heavy. The instrumentation is really good. I think his vocal sound is fantastic, and the topics of all the songs are great. Plus, on top of that, I just really find all of the songs on this album very catchy. So it came out during a time period where you had an excellent group of guys making albums together, and they made 3 or 4 of them. Heavy Horses, Stormwatch amongst those albums as well. Really good albums, but I think this one is still my favorite. I still like it a lot. I still listen to it on occasion. I really like almost every track on it from top to bottom. Songs from the Wood, of course, is the one that most people would know. Jack and the Green, another great song. Cup of Wonder and Hunting Girl, heavier but fantastic tunes. Ring Out Solstice Bells, a song that grew on me over time, and Velvet Green, The Whistler. Pip Rock is quite a bit heavy too, and Fires at Midnight. The Whistler is kind of a different song. I love the flute in it, just absolutely killer. Every song on this album I think is just fantastic. And this came out in 1977. Yes, 77. I like the cover. It's kind of different. And, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek Songs from the Wood. Yeah. He's playing on words here, but excellent. Now, the Pink Floyd album, no less excellent, I think. Absolutely killer. This one came out, I believe, I'm trying to think. I think this was in 87, too. Or this was in 87. That one was in 77. I think this was in 87. Sorry. Actually, no, you know what? I think they were both the same year, both in 77. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, both of them were from 77. I don't know why I got that 87 in my head. To be honest with you, I think I was thinking about the album I did yesterday, the Momentary Lapse of Reason. I think that's what caused it. So I'm just trying to put the booklet back in. Doesn't seem to want to go. We'll try it again. There we go. The only problem with CDs, I sometimes can't get the books to go back in those little clips, which are a little bit funny sometimes. Anyways, excellent album. 5 tracks, all of them good. Of course, I think Dogs is probably the best track on here. Sheep is very good too, but all the Pig tracks are excellent as well. I love the album cover. This is kind of a concept album. I think they took this kind of from George Orwell, am I correct? Kind of a story that they took from there. But and I just find it kind of ironic in some ways that these are my 2 favorite albums by both bands. They both came out in the same year, and I bought them in the same year, not the year they came out though. I just found that kind of ironic. I didn't actually know that until I started doing this. Anyways, this is actually fairly heavy by Pink Floyd standards. Much heavier than a lot of their other stuff, I think. And to me, that's one of the appeals of this album. I really like the cover quite a bit too. This one is actually quite heavy too for a Jethro Tull album. I don't think it's their heaviest, but Definitely got a heavy appeal to it. So these are my two favorite. Been my favorite probably since the year I got them. So from now, it's probably about 18 years ago. I've had both these for about 18 years. I really like them a lot. And this one is probably in my top 10 albums of all time. This one's not quite that far up, but definitely a strong album. So there you have it. Those are my two favorite albums by Jethro Tull and Pink Floyd. Both bands have a lot of albums that we didn't get to talk about on this series, and I'm just going to make a little bit of a mention to some of the other ones that I do like. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to do it a little bit chronologically as well if I can. So I also really like Obscured by Clouds. I know it's a movie score, but I think it's an excellent one. It's one of their better, I think it's their better score. And I really think that it has a lot of things that are of interesting sound to me. I really like. I also like Atom Heart Mother. I think this is another excellent album. I didn't like it at first because it's very pastoral in nature, but I got into it as time went on. I'm not as big a fan sorry, I'm drawing a blank here on the album. I will just skip it. I'm not a big fan of. There's a couple of their albums I'm not a huge fan of, and the one that I'm thinking of, I'm not. Anyways, the other albums I like, of course, Wish You Were Here, another great album by them. I do like Division Bell, which we also didn't do in the series as well. So those albums I quite like a lot. And then with Jethro Tull, I like most of the rest of the stuff that they have. A couple albums I don't care much for, but a lot of them I do. Crest of a Knave is an album I've had for a long time. I really like it. It's quite different from a lot of the Jethro Tull stuff. I just wanted to mention that one up front. I do like Stand Up. I do like Benefit. Both really good albums leading up to that Aqualung thing. And then you've got War Child, another great album. And then the ones that fall in the same time period as Songs from the Woods, like Heavy Horses and Stormwatch, both of them currently on my playlist, along with Broadsword and the Beast, which is a great album as well. Fall more closely to Crest of a Knave than it was to the others. And you got some other stuff in there. Stuff like Rock Flout, which is a album that they just put out. I like that too. I don't like it as much as the Zealot Gene, but I do like it quite a bit. So both bands have a host of albums. I think Jethro Tull is now up to 24, if I'm correct, whereas Pink Floyd has 15. So yeah, both of them have a fair number of studio albums, lots of stuff to listen to. Never get bored with either band. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of my mini-series of Jethro Tull and Pink Floyd. And if you got any comments about the series, it's now complete. You can put that in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Both of those things help me out quite a bit, and I hope to continue to do this for as long as I'm not pushing up daisies or anything like that. So don't forget to hit the notification bell, and we will see you next week. Hopefully I'll have another series in mind. I already have one in mind, but we'll see if I do that one or if I do something else. Take care, and we'll see you then. Bye.